You're alive. Okay. Okay. How you doing, class? This is Mrs. Harper at another location. As you can see on my shirt, I'm at my night job. Hi, day class. Missed y'all today too. Um, okay. So what I'm going to be talking about is on my computer here. You might get a little glimpse of Chris. Hey, Chris. Okay. All right. So I don't know if y'all can see this necessarily on my computer, but today, this is a new module for what we're doing today. We're doing computers in the medical office, which is dealing with Microsoft Office suites. When I say Office suites, it's dealing with the Excel, PowerPoint, Microsoft Word. Um, I might put some other things, add some other things to it, but I think the most important things that you need to learn in medical billing and coding is how to use the Microsoft Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. Okay. Now, as I said on my email before with my regular students in class, is that the reason why you have to learn how to use Excel spreadsheet is so that you can give projections on how much profits that you're going to bring in, how much profits that you actually brought in. You have to use this for um, uh, patient appointments. Make sure all patients have come in for their appointments. Those that may have missed appointments, what type of insurances they were or fee for services, so that you can vary the range on how much money that could have been made that day versus how much money you did not make that day. And so you have to use Microsoft Excel for end of the month billing. Okay, especially if you're going to have the end of the month meetings for physician offices. Every physician office should, I say should, have end of the month meetings, which is like the first Friday of the month, of the next month, to reflect on what happened the previous month. Okay. And the doctors need to know, how much money was incurred, how much bills have to go out, how much accounts receivables was posted. They need to know, so that way we'll know how much we need to pay for operation costs, um, your employees, and the doctors need to know how much their salaries are or get a variance. And sometimes it gives a reflection of new patients versus old patients, how repetitive established patients, not old, but established patients come back in, and what can we do to better our service? How can we better market the physician's office to increase revenue? Okay, so that the next following year, folks can get raises, or Christmas time, folks can get bonuses. Uh, Doctors would like to have bonuses from their own establishment and not just make money for everybody else. So it's very important, it's very vital. Excel is very vital to businesses, period. Microsoft Word, you need to know how to write a letter of appeal, a letter of medical necessity. You need to know how to write a collections letter, especially using a letterhead from a business or a professional organization. You need to know how to do that and how to properly verbalize what needs to be said. Now, I've taught out of the Fortney books, and I think at some point, the students that I have in the evening time, we've been talking in and out of our Fortney books sometimes. And so I'm still going to be reflective on that at some point in here in this lesson, simply because I want y'all to look at sample letters of how to write a letter of medical necessity, how to write an appeal letter, how to advocate for patients, how to advocate for your physicians and companies. And then you need to know how to write letters of interest or letters of thank you letters from your doctor's offices to a specialist, or if you're working for a specialist, from a specialist to a primary care doctor for referring their patients to you, because relationship in business is everything. Is everything. Okay. And so that's why we're learning at this semester. So what I want to do is let me go back to this SimNet. Okay, so I'm going to go through computer apps. So all my students, let's go to computer apps here in the Canvas application. And we're going to start off with week 1. So Canvas is kind of new to this campus, or new to me rather, at this campus, but so I'm kind of learning along with them. Okay, so be patient with me. Okay, so the first thing is for week 1, we have our reading assignments, we have our lectures, we have our discussion questions. And so everyone should have worked their discussion question. So we'll talk about that a little later. And then the next thing we have to work on is you have to download the SimNet book. So did everyone go and download their SimNet book in class here?
I think I did.
Okay, so you created it with the
Yeah,
student
yeah.
ID. Okay, so you did. That's the one. Okay, so you did. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so let me come up out of here. Let me go back. Okay, so let's go to the next extra practice. Okay, so it's going to tell you about extra practice step-by-step exercises. Download different data exercises that you need to do. Okay, then that finishes up for week 1, and then it works on week 2. So now everyone should have done their exercises for week 1. Week 2, we'll talk about that off the camera, because I don't want to give away everything on camera as far as what we do at this campus, at this school, because I don't want to give away everything on camera like that. So I will talk about week 1 off the camera with my students. My other students that may have missed the class today, you would have to get with me on Wednesday. Okay. All right. So going to week 2, it says use a Microsoft Excel spreadsheet to manage and analyze data. Create new worksheets, enter and edit data, modify column widths and row heights, use proofing tools, copy and paste cell contents, apply and customize cell themes, Excel themes, use cell styles, insert and size a graphic, create a chart, move, size, and format a chart, change the type of format, okay? All right, so these are the learning objectives of what we're going to do in computer applications class. The second thing we're going to move on is talks about reading assignment. So week 2 reading assignment is about Microsoft Excel sheet, and it tells you what page it is in your ebook, and it says a case approach introductory. Okay, so we're going to go to the ebook in a minute. Okay, so now we're going to open up the following lectures. Make sure we use the Firefox browser. So if you all are not in Firefox, I want you to go back to your desktop here. Your desktop is this blank screen, and I want you to choose Firefox. So if you have it on any of your laptop, your personal computer, desktop, go back to that and choose Firefox, because Firefox has a special, I guess, setup, a firewall, if you will, that would allow pop-ups and things to come in a little bit more clear as opposed to the Chrome. Okay, so I'm already in Firefox, so I asked my students, if you're not in Firefox, you may want to go to Firefox and enable the Adobe Flash. Click on the Adobe Flash link to find out how to enable any add-ons. Okay, so if you're not in there, please go ahead and do so. Keep the following guides available throughout the course. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is print up my lecture materials while I wait on my students to get in Firefox. Once they are in Firefox, they need to give me a thumbs up that they are in Firefox. Okay, thumbs up for you. Okay, thumbs up for you. Fantastic. Okay. Do y'all see the do you all see the PowerPoint presentation? Or do y'all have PowerPoint presentations at all in your Canvas?
It's on the canvas.
Yeah, it should be on week 2
We can't
lecture.
we can't access it until week 1.
Oh, okay. 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 All right. So I'm going to okay, I can make, hold on. I know what to do. Okay, give Miss Harper just a moment. This will make it easier for all of us.
So we're not going to go over week 1.
Oh yeah, we're gonna go over week 1.
Miss Harper,
Yes.
I did everything, like, cause I'm basically just doing what to do.
Okay.
It'll let me try, it doesn't let me do it. Does it load up on the computer? I don't know why.
Okay. Which one are you talking about?
The first one, the introduce to Excel.
Okay, I have to come see it.
Okay.
Give me just a minute. Ooh. 111 slides. Hold on just a minute. Are you kidding me? 111 pages? Oh my God. Okay. Let me do 1 through 10.
You could do is it a slideshow presentation?
Yes.
You could put like 10 slides on one piece of paper.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. But I'm gonna email it to you guys. I think so that way y'all can look at it on your thingy here, because that's a lot. Yeah, that is a lot. Okay, so give me just a minute. That is a lot. Oh my God, I didn't think it was that much. Oh my goodness. Give me just a moment, YouTubers. Okay, where's my Microsoft Office? Oh, come on, really? Come on. Usually go faster than this. Okay, there you go. Okay, so Brenda, Rodriguez, Chris, come on, where's your, there you are, Luna, okay. Okay, let me know, guys, if when y'all get it. I'm going to print up slides 1 through 20. 1 through 20. Yay! Okay, great. Okay, so let's talk about the use of PowerPoint and what we can do. So I only printed up pages 1 through 20, slides 1 through 20. So I'm going to walk this up here to the board so I can lecture, from the board. Where's my bottle of water? Okay. All right. Thank you so much for your patience. Yes, thank you so much for your patience. So now let's reiterate what Ms. Harper was just saying a minute ago. Okay, so we're going to be learning about Excel. Okay, why? Why do we need Excel in medical coding and billing?
See our forecast.
Yes, very good. So we needed to know how to forecast, okay? For forecasting reasons, okay? Projection of profits and losses. Okay, very good. Who else? What else did I just say earlier? You need it for what type of meetings? End of the month meetings. Okay, for accountability. Okay, all right, so those are just some of the few things of why we need Excel in the medical office. I'm going to bring this over, just center it a little bit more. Okay, why we need it in the medical office. Now, creating and editing a worksheet. So this is for Microsoft Office 2013. One of the objectives is that we're going to learn about create a new worksheet, enter and edit data, modify column widths and rows, use proofreading tools, copy and paste cell content, okay? So we're going to learn how to do that. All right, also create formulas. So you're going to learn how to work formulas in Excel. All that good stuff. Well, guess what? You all are going to learn how to use formulas. Yay. Okay. Format cells and cell content, hide and unhide rows and columns, create a basic chart, format values as a date, prevent and print a worksheet, display and print formulas, change worksheet orientation and scale content. Now, here are some conceptual words that I want you all to be familiar with. Did you all get the PowerPoint presentation through your email? Check your email. Check your email. Okay. The words that we're going to be familiar with is data. And I think I'm on page, let's see, what page am I on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm on slide 5. Okay. Data, autocorrect, column width, spelling checker, thesauruses, range, and formula. Okay, formula. Concept preview again Also includes relative reference, function, recalculation, alignments, row heights, number formats. So looking in the content of learning spreadsheets, we're creating a workbook. We're exploring the workbook window, exploring the workbook, moving around the worksheet, developing a worksheet. So we're gonna know the different parts of a worksheet and how it all works, okay? Entering and editing data, adding text entries, clearing an entry, editing an entry using autocorrect, adding number entries, modifying column widths by dragging the column boundary, using a specified value, auto fit, saving, closing, and opening workbooks, using proofing tools, checking spelling, using the thesaurus, copying and pasting cell content, copying and pasting data, selecting arrange, using the field handle, inserting content, cutting and pasting content. Next, we're going to be working with formulas, entering a formula, copying formulas with relative references, summarizing data, using quick analysis tool, using the minimum, maximum, and average functions, using pointing to enter a formula, recalculating a worksheet, inserting and deleting rows and columns, inserting rows, deleting columns, formatting cells and cell content. We'll be learning how to change cell alignment, changing row height, indenting cell content, merging cells, changing font and font sizes, applying text effects, clearing formats, using Format Painter, formatting numbers, adding font color, adding field color, adding and removing cell borders. Also, we'll hide and unhide row and columns, creating a simple chart, formatting values as date, documenting a workbook, previewing and printing a worksheet. Okay, so all of this will be inclusive in what we're going to learn. So the next thing that we're going to learn is creating a workbook. Creating a workbook, okay? So in creating a workbook, we're going to look at how the Excel spreadsheet looks, okay? So I want everyone to, I know that you're looking at your, how can I say? You're looking at the PowerPoint presentation with me. So try to go to your, how can I say? Go to start. Yeah, go to your start button. Open up where it says Microsoft Office Suite. Try to find Microsoft Office Suite. You may have to type it in there. Yeah, and put in Excel. Just type in Excel. And it should come up an icon, an Excel icon. Do you see an Excel icon?
It says, Excel 2013.
Yes, open that up. Do you see it on yours, Chris?
Yeah.
Not the lesson, but go to your start button. Okay, open it up. Okay, now, yeah. Okay, and open up that spreadsheet right there. Yeah. Okay, fantastic. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to look at the face of the Excel spreadsheet here. The face of an Excel spreadsheet right here. Okay. All right, so see where it says all on top, starting at the very left on top. You see all the upper shortcut icons up there. Save, go back, forward, okay? Then underneath there, you have the toolbars, okay? Okay, so underneath the blah, 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 you have File, Home, Insert, Page Layout, Formulas, Data. It looks like View, okay? So this is an Excel spreadsheet workbook, okay? So you can increase them by the tabs at the bottom of the page. I want you to go to the very bottom of the page to your left where it says Sheet 1. Do you see where it says Sheet 1? Okay. I want you to do a right click on that, okay, and rename it. So you can rename it any name, Jessica 1 or Chris 1. You can rename it whatever you want. Okay, Mac Daddy if you want to, that's fine. This is your class assignment, not mine. Okay. All right, fantastic. Now, go to the right of that and hit the plus sign. Okay, now you can rename that whatever you want to rename that. Do a right click. Did you do that too, Chris? Okay, hit the, you can rename it whatever you want. Hit the plus sign and it should open up another workbook. Okay, so this is going to allow you to open up many workbooks under one volume of a workbook. Does that make sense? Okay, you can even rename it. You can rename it Jessica 2, or you can rename it tomorrow's date. You open up the third one, the next day's date, open up the next one, the next day's date. So that way you can keep track of your work. Okay, does everybody understand that? Okay, very good. All right, so now let's look at the anatomy of this. So we see the menu bars, and so now we have what you have is the name box. The name box. Does everyone see A1 on there?
Yes.
Okay, so A1 in the formula box. Do you see it up above the A? Point to it. No. Okay, yeah, right there where it says A1. Okay. A1, that is your name box, okay? So that's where you're gonna write certain names, certain themes, certain things that you want to show up in your cells, okay? Go to the formula bar, see where it has that FX? Okay, now the next opening to it, okay? Click in there. That is your formula bar, okay? Now, take your mouse and go to any cell in the middle of the page, anyone, that's perfectly fine. What about you, Chris?
Yep.
Okay, perfectly fine. Okay, that is any cells. Those are called cells, okay? So what you have, you can increase, you can decrease your cells. Okay, now this is the whole page itself is your workbook window. I want you to come down to the right side of your page at the bottom, to the right at the bottom. Okay, now go to the right side. Okay, now do you see how it can go from left to right? Okay, now I want you to slide it all the way to the far right. Okay, is it gone to the far right as far as it can go? Okay, perfect. Okay, now I want you to hit your arrow keys down on your keyboard. Hit your arrow keys down on your keyboard. It goes on forever, okay? So those are your rows and your columns. Your columns are like A, B, C, D. Your row is like I'm sorry, what is that number on there? Like 1. Okay, go back. So go back all the way to your left, okay? So you have A1, cell A1, you have cell A2, cell A3. So A, B, C, D are your columns, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 onto whatever are your rows. Okay. So if it talks in a formula language, A1 or A2 or A3 is speaking of that particular designated cell. It's kind of give you an intersect of a cell. Okay. Now moving on forward, we have what we call creating a workbook. Okay, creating a workbook. So you're going to go and point the mouse with selection capabilities. So you're going to go up here, come to you.
I'll see how far I went down.
Oh, oh, wow, you really went up there. Okay, all right. Go right up here where it says alignment. Hold on. What? Okay. There. Okay. So let me bring the laptop back over here. I think I do better over here. Yeah, I do better over here. Okay. Okay, so go to the part where it has, see where it has the name. I'm on slide 14. It has the name, and then on across it has the X, and then it has the formula bar. Okay, so I already said that. Okay. Okay, now do you see in the middle of the screen here, it has assignment or alignment? Does it say alignment? Okay, yeah, on top, near where all the menus are, all the other icons are on your screen. Do you see that? Okay, so go where it says, see where it says formulas, now come down.
I'll click on formulas.
No, don't click on formulas. Look at formulas and then come down, you're gonna see the word alignment. Go back to the menu, see the word formula?
Like that.
Okay. Okay, so, okay. Click on file, click on home. Okay, very good.
Oh, okay.
The word alignment, okay, alignment, All right, so the mouse pointer with the selection capabilities, very good. Okay, so now, what I want you to do next is, let me zoom this back out. Okay, now, at the bottom of the page here, do you see to the right, it has a zoom feature at the bottom?
Yes.
Okay, so you're able to scroll. So scroll that to the right. It gets large for folks like me that need to see. Okay. Yeah, 400%. And then you can put it back in, that's at 100%, and then you can scroll it down small if you want to, down to that little at 10%. Yeah. See how small that is? Okay, fantastic. Okay, so now I'm bringing this back up at 98, 100%. Okay. All right. So we're learning that what we can do. The status bar. Look at the status bar to the far left of the screen. The far left of the screen. Does everyone see the status bar? Let me open this up. And I'm 15. I'm 15. Sorry, 15. Okay, so the status bar says ready. Okay, does everyone see that? And the far left to the bottom. The far left to the bottom of the Excel spreadsheet. It should say ready. Okay. Okay. Now, Going back to the screen here, it should say current mode. Current mode is in ready. Okay, going on to screen 16, moving on to snapshot 17, PowerPoint slide 17. Now it says blank worksheet here. So we're going back to the blank worksheet. And I've already had y'all to create some sheet tabs, okay, at the bottom. So you see that, the sheet tabs at the bottom? I had you create like a Jessica 1, Jessica 2, Mac Daddy 1, Mac Daddy 2. Y'all see that?
Yes.
Those are active sheets. So it depends on whatever sheet you're in is what's bolded is what's active, okay? Coming down to slide 18, now you have the name displays of each cell reference. So go back up where it says A1. I want y'all to click on A1. It's to the far left of your screen. Does everyone see that? So you can change A1 to E5. Change it to E5. Okay?
Put E5?
Just put E5 and it's gonna take you right to that cell. Do you see it? See what it says A1? Yeah, A1. Okay, and I want you to type in there, instead of A1, are you on home? Hit home, okay. Now, see what it says, that formula to the far left, it says A1.
Okay. We talking about
Ms.
this one?
Harper, do you
No,
want
not that one. It says it.
so you want to go closer to?
Sure, if you want to, yeah.
Well, if I exit out of here, do I have to put the same information over there?
You may have to. You may have to.
Yeah, I better.
I must be blind, I don't see it.
Okay. Okay, click on that box. See where it says A? Yeah, there it is. I don't know why it's hiding like that. I don't know why it's hiding. Okay, see where it says A1?
Mhm.
Yeah, change it. Now put E2 in there. Yeah, she's gonna sit next to you. Oh, thank you, Jessica. Thank
I
you.
won't learn on the next one.
Okay.
But you said you could type it, but if I type, it won't let me type it.
It won't let you type it
It
in
let
there?
me type, it let me type in there, inside the cell.
But not where it says E1. That's crazy.
Well, I could go here and type, but you want me to type it where it takes me to E1, right?
Yeah.
Go up. Let's see. Let me do it. I put E5.
Got it. You gotta click here first.
Uh-huh. I don't know why your screen is so different.
I don't think it works with her.
Okay.
You might have to use this one.
Okay. Okay. All right. Are you about to get on, Jessica? Okay.
Waiting for it to load.
Okay. So we're just learning it step by step as we go. And then we're gonna work on our assignments together. Okay, in about maybe another 5 or so minutes, we'll start on our together. I just kind of want to take y'all through it. Let me know when you're in, Jessica.
What's your YouTube page?
THCOD.
THCOD.
And then it has the red flower icon. Okay. Do you see me live on there? Oh my God, yes, I am live. Oh my God. Okay. You're in. Okay, thank you, dear. Okay, so now we were in that screen where you can type any cell number like E5. You can type G9. Type G9 and see where it takes you. So type capital G and then 9 and hit enter. Okay. All right. So now we've already zoomed. So now we're going to look at our options at the bottom of the screen. So go to your very bottom to the right, and it's those square shaped icon boxes. So you have normal. Do you see that? And you have normal. Those. Okay. So at the bottom to the very right. Go to the first one, the first box. So you're hovering over that, and it's going to say normal. So this is your normal page layout. Okay. If you hover your mouse over that one, this will say page layout. So click where it says page layout. Do y'all see that?
Yes.
Click on that, and it's going to make your page look different.
Oh, sweet.
And then click to the next one where it says page break preview. Okay. So you're going to click on that. Okay, it just brought up a blank screen. Can't get my words together. Okay. All right. Very good. So now we're going to bring it back to the first icon to the normal page layout. And so now we're going to explore the workbook window. Okay. So now I'm on icon. Sorry. I'm on a slide on. Hold on. I'll tell you where I'm at. Slide 17. I'm on slide 17. Okay, so if we go back to the cell itself, A1, click back on your mouse where it says A and then the row 1. Okay, this is a blank worksheet. Okay, and then you have your different tabs. So we already talked about that. So let's go to slide 18. Slide 18, you have your different cell indicators. Now, on the right of your Excel spreadsheet, the highlighted row number and column letter identify location of an active cell. So remember what I said, columns A, B, look at the worksheet at the top, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, those are your columns. And then the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on are your rows. Okay? So they will be highlighted. So every time you touch a cell, it's going to highlight a column and it's going to highlight a row cell that you're in. You got it? Because they intersect. Okay? All right, moving on to slide 19. All right, so now you have your keyboard. Okay? And so you're going to press Alt and page down together. So let's do that. On your spreadsheet.
Alt and what?
Page down together.
Alt page.
Let's do that. Alt page down. Do it again.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
I guess it was doing something.
Yeah. Alt page up.
What is it?
Okay, so press Alt and page down. It's going to move your screen. Can you see it? Okay, so press Alt. Okay. Now, are you on normal? Okay. Yeah, normal. No, the first icon, the first one, yeah, yeah. Now, hit Alt, page down, it moved. Okay, now, touch your mouse to a cell anywhere in the middle on column F. Yeah, come way in the middle, anywhere in the middle, yeah, that's perfect. Okay, now, do Alt, page down. See how it moved? Okay, what are you doing, Jessica?
Look at you trying to teach us. What is it? Alt what?
Alt and page down. The key, press the key Alt and page down. And click your mouse on any cell in the middle of the page.
Yeah, I don't know.
You see it?
My computer turned off, I guess.
Oh,
Okay. So I have,
is it on?
yeah, I'm in the middle of the page.
Okay, yeah. Now press Alt and page down.
It's not doing anything.
Yes, it is. Alt and page down. Okay. Now press, yeah, because you move it,
Look at the letters.
yeah, look at the letters. Alt and page down again. See how it moves?
I'm moving with the scroll or page down.
Page down. So you're gonna hold the Alt key down and you're gonna hit page, you're gonna hold Alt and then go and hit page down on your key. Do you see a key on your keyboard where it says page down?
Yeah.
Go towards the numbers. You see it? Okay, so hit Alt and page.
Yeah.
Okay, now hit Alt and page up. Alt and page up.
Okay, I got it.
Okay. That's smart. That's smart. Okay, let's see here. What am I doing? Okay, Alt and page up, Alt and page up, Alt and page up. Okay, fantastic. All right, now hit the key where it says home. Home is going to take you far back to the left.
All the way back to A.
All back to A. Do you see that, Jessica? Okay. Now you're going to hit your control key and home. Control and home.
Takes you back to A1.
It takes you back to A1. Okay, very good. Now you're going to hit control and end. Control and end. Last cell of the work. It didn't do anything yet. Okay. It should.
Oh, control and end takes you back. It does the same thing as control home.
Yeah, it does the same thing. Yeah, it does. Okay.
No, it moves you to the last cell of the worksheet. So if I was at like C5
Mm-hmm.
and I went to GH and I want to go back to the other cell,
Mm-hmm.
I push home and take it back to something.
Okay, hit end and the arrow key to your right. See how you see your 4 arrow keys?
Yeah.
I want you to press down on end and hit your arrow key that's going right.
Oh, yeah.
It moved. Okay. Press on end and hit your arrow key going down.
Oh wow.
Okay.
1,485,000.
Yeah, it's a lot.
1,048,500.
So now we're learning how to move around the Excel spreadsheet, right? All right, so worksheet development consists of 4 steps, okay? It consists of planning. I'm on, let me tell you what slide I'm on. I am on slide 20. It consists of planning, entering and editing, testing, and formatting. The objective is to create a well-designed worksheets so that produce accurate results and are clearly understood and adaptable and efficient. Okay, so let's look at the terminologies that they have on PowerPoint slide 20 here. And it says plan. To specify the purpose of the worksheet and how it should be organized. This means clearly identifying the data that will be input, the calculations that are needed to achieve the results, the output that is desired. As part of the planning step, it is helpful to sketch out a design of the worksheet to organize the worksheet structure. The design should include the worksheet title and row and column headings that identify the input and output. Additionally, sample data can be used to help determine the formulas needed to produce the output. Okay, and then it says something about entering and edit, test, and formula. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we're going to come out of here, we're going to minimize the PowerPoint slide, and we're going to go into the coursework itself. Okay, so I'm going to exit out of that
You want us
one.
to close the Excel too?
Yeah, you can exit out of
We
Excel.
can't get into week 2.
Can't get into week 2? Oh, okay, wait. Okay.
Well, hold on, I mean, I think we get into week 2 Excel.
Ms. Harper,
Yes.
I was trying to tell you that I started the work on it, the Excel, the introduced to Excel 2013. To show me, guide me. I just haven't done the let me try because it doesn't pop up. I'm clicking on it, doesn't load.
Okay. Is that on the week 2 or week 1?
I got it. I guess
you got
I put it in the
Then were you on the Firefox? Or no?
Yeah, I was over there.
You was on Firefox over there?
I'm on Google Chrome now and it's letting me.
Okay.
So week 2 Excel. See, it says week 2 Excel exam, week 2 Excel lab 2, week 2 practice Excel.
Okay. All right. Well, let me close out this YouTube so I can go week 1. So I can't put all that on there. Okay. All right. So we're going to close this out. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll be chiming back in a little bit, maybe hopefully tonight on a different subject matter after lunch. Okay. Thank y'all so much, and I'll talk to you soon.